The way I would look at it, just to give you some insight that might help you, obviously depends on how you want to structure your business, but normally the coaching and the training aspect is the last thing you delegate and outsource. Some people never do. Some people enjoy that aspect of it. What they want to do is they want to be the face of the brand, which means you're creating content and you're in charge of that. That's not something you can change unless you want to put on a mask or, go to the CIA and get a nice cover-up job done. Obviously you're the face of the brand, so you're going to have to be the one creating the content and being in front of the camera and whatnot. And then the coaching and the actual engagement with your clients, providing the service, right? So you're coaching people, you're helping them with their goals. They're looking to work with you directly. So that's the coaching. So a lot of people in your space and in the industry would want to pretty much delegate everything else and build out all the other aspects of their business. So it's outsourced and it's all running smoothly and it's systemized. We talked about systems a couple months ago, but they would want to have the marketing and the branding aspect of it being the face of it and the coaching aspect of it done themselves. Now, obviously, as you scale those things, you can delegate the marketing and the content and whatnot. Really, when I say marketing, I'm just talking about the content creation. You're going to have to do that. You can't really outsource that aspect of it. You can outsource the work being done, but in terms of creating the content, that would have to be you. But in terms of the coaching, yeah, a lot of people do that, right? And then if you look at the highest levels, like let's look at scale just to see how this all looks eventually. I always talk about how if something doesn't work at scale, then I'm not interested in doing it. To me, it doesn't work, period, right? So anything I implement into my business, and I think this will help everybody here, anything I implement into my business or anything that I'm interested in doing, I want to make sure that it works at scale. So what we're talking about here with outsourcing different aspects of your business with your business model, which is an online business, let's look at somebody like a Tony Robbins, for example, right? So Tony Robbins has information products and courses. He also obviously has the live events, which are the main things. And he's been selling those for decades and decades now, and they're massive revenue generators. But let's focus on the info products and the services that he has and the coaching he provides to people when it comes to life, when it comes to business, when it comes to different aspects, right? He's pretty much a performance and life coach, really, and focuses on different elements. So let's just take the info products and the books and all that. He has all that built out, ready, systemized. Of course, that has to be done. He has pretty much the sales aspect and the marketing aspect and all of that outsourced, being the major brand that he is. Obviously, he has all of that outsourced and teams and I don't know how many hundreds, if not thousands of employees in his businesses, but also the coaching, which is the last point I wanted to get to. So Tony Robbins, if you guys have ever been to any of his events, they'll pitch you and obviously try to upsell you into different programs. If you buy any of his programs or go to the live events, what they'll do is they'll pitch you. And one of the things they pitch you on is getting yourself a Tony Robbins certified coach, right? Like a mentor. So it would be something similar to like a business coach or a life coach, which whatever that means. But he has these coaches that are certified by him and have gone through his program. And now you leave, let's say UPW, right? Unleash the Power Within, one of those events. You leave the event and you take the upsell, you pay a couple grand, whatever it is for that coach. They work with you for a period of time and they give you a couple metrics. From what I've seen, I've never actually hired one or done this. I've had friends who have done this. So I've seen what it looks like. From what I've seen, they basically give you a couple different things to track, engage, and measure with your personal life, with your business. And then they just check in with you. I think it's once a month. I think it's one call per month. They'll check in with you. It's more accountability. It's more they're asking you, well, how is that going? How are these going? How are the numbers? Are you doing well in this area? Do you have any questions? Things like that. The point being, at that level of scale, when you're a Tony Robbins, you can outsource every aspect of the business. But normally, until you're a Tony Robbins, people are doing business with you, buying from you because they want to work with you, right? Yeah. So you have to, at the very least, build a level of credibility, build a level of authority to be able to then outsource that, to be able to then take yourself out of the coaching and out of doing that. So anyways, long story short, normally you outsource the lead gen and the dull, mundane work first in terms of lead generation, DMing, messaging, prospecting, cold calling, all that. Right? If it's marketing that you're doing, and if you're actually spending money on ad spend, running campaigns and things like that, I work with agencies where I do, for example, growth campaigns on social media. If you're running ads, you normally would outsource that as well, because again, it's a lot of work and time and commitment. And there are people who just do it much better, who are in the loop. This is their full-time business, and it's better to just outsource that to them. So the marketing aspect, the lead generation, those are the things you want to outsource first. Then it's the sales. You can outsource all of that, and all these leads and things start coming in. And then how are you going to handle that? How are you going to manage that? You by yourself can't take all these people, do sales calls, qualify them, close them, and coach them, and work on your business and build out your programs and do all that. So you need salespeople, right? At the very least, one salesperson. You need to outsource that aspect of it. Then once you do that, now your marketing and lead gen and sales is handled. You're focused on fulfillment, which is the third element I always talk about as well. Out of the 4 pieces in business, you're focused on the fulfillment piece, which is the coaching, which is the product getting better, which is the courses and programs getting better, which is actually working with your clients, over delivering, supporting them, right? You giving what they're looking for, you being there because they want to, they're giving you their business. They want to be coached by you, right? And you're in your business specifically, right? They want the health and fitness results. They want to lose the weight. They want to get fit. They want to mentally be sharp. They want a more holistic, well-rounded lifestyle, whatever it might be. They're looking to learn that from you and work with you. So that's what you're doing now. You have all those 2 outsourced, and I would do those one at a time so that the business is stable and moving forward consistently. And once those are stable, then if you really want to, again, this is a choice at this point. A lot of people never do this because they like the coaching and the teaching. They like the content creation. At this point, you can decide, I want to scale to the levels of a Tony Robbins, for example.